When I am presented with the question, why German? Why did you study German? I would definitely say, why not? And as a high school student, you really should be given the opportunity to study any subject that you would like to study, especially a foreign language. In our country, a lot of people don't study any foreign language. So someone who shows an initiative to go out there and become bilingual and become fluent in a foreign language. It doesn't matter if it's Swedish, if it's Thai, if it's French, or if it's German, they should be given that opportunity if shown that initiative and if shown that potential to achieve bilinguality. I don't know how to say that.
In high school, there were limited options for language courses. We only were offered Spanish, and I wanted the choice to be able to take another language. So distance learning, especially with German, offered me the opportunity to explore something that I was already interested in and branch out and try other languages.
When asked why German, I would say it's very important for us to know and to learn at least a little bit about German, because a lot of us in America have an ancestry that roots in Central Europe. Especially in Kentucky, the Appalachian Mountains were settled by the Scotch, the Irish, and the German. So we can't escape it. It's definitely a part of us. I know that for me, German has definitely opened my eyes to who I am, not only as an American, but specifically as a Kentuckian as well. After being in Germany, my eyes became very open to me personally as, okay, while in Germany, I definitely see myself now as an American, what it means to be an American, but not only an American, but like I said, it also became very important to me that I am a Kentuckian. I'm an Eastern Kentuckian, and I'm very, very proud of that. And oddly enough, somehow the German language in Germany opened my eyes to that.
Personally, I think German's important because there are a lot of businesses in the United States, especially in Kentucky, that branch back to German companies. And also, many people in the United States are already familiar with at least part of German history because it's something we always have learned about in elementary school, high school. So there's an immediate connection there. And a lot of people's ancestry traces back to Germany, so maybe it can help them realize something about their ancestry, their history, where their family came from, what their family went through. And I find it especially interesting to study German because of the relationship between German and English. It helped me specifically to learn more about my language and things that I would have never realized about it. And it also helped me to learn more about my own culture, comparing the two.
In high school, I had 3 years of Spanish, and I had a very, very good Spanish teacher in high school. However, I wasn't able to connect with the language the way I was in German. I think part of that has to do with the reason that I chose to take German. It was something that I wanted to do, and because I had that fire and that desire to learn German, and because it was a choice, I think that's why my language skills became more fluent and more distinguished in that language. It opened the door for me to be able to go over to Germany and meet thousands of people I may have never have had the opportunity to know and really connect with someone on another level and in another language. Also, if you've ever been to Germany, it is an adventure within itself. Germany is a great, great country, and a lot of people don't see it that way right now, considering the historical aspect of Germany. But because of learning German, I've been able to understand the past, which has made it easier for me to understand the present. I know in my own personal experience, through KET and taking these German courses, I had the confidence to apply for the Congress Bundestag Scholarship, which is an exchange student scholarship funded by the American Congress and the German Bundestag. I luckily won the scholarship and was able to live in Leipzig, Germany for a year with a host family. And that year has to be one of the greatest years of my life. And like I said, through KET and through these courses, I had the confidence to even apply for this scholarship because I had a base knowledge of the language. And I would have to say one of the coolest things that happened to me while in Germany is that I was able to meet the Chancellor of Germany, Angela Merkel, which has to be the staple of my adventure that year in Germany.